us to get the inside scoop on your teams around the Big Ten, sponsored by Aprilaire. Our first stop, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Angelique Chengelis from the Detroit News here to give us some insight on the Wolverines. Going into that Michigan State game, the Wolverines were obviously the favorite, but still a big win for them. Just how big was this win for a team that hasn't beaten the Spartans since 2007?
Absolutely huge for exactly that reason. And, you know, all the week before the game, all the players, the Michigan players were saying it's another game on the championship road, another championship game. And then after the game, Jabril Peppers said, oh, yeah, they had that game circled. They absolutely had that game circled. And he said for the team, it was finally getting that, he called it the chip off their shoulder, that they had not beaten, you know, they'd lost 7 of the previous 8 games against Michigan State. And clearly it was important for the seniors to have that win, to get Paul Bunyan back into the Michigan locker room. And it was an enormous win for this team, no matter what anybody was saying before that game.
Michigan is now 8-0, but that didn't come as easily as some may have thought. They allowed MSU's offense to get 401 yards. Any cause for concern on their defense?
I think that the players and Jim Harbaugh this week said, I mean, it was clearly a test that Michigan State gave them. They expected it. And they liked the fact, in a weird way, they liked the fact that they had something to work on. I mean, here they had really put up gaudy numbers against Rutgers and also against Illinois, and maybe a little bit of a false sense of security among the defensive players and staff. But Michigan State gave them pause and gave them, you know, new things to look at it and things to re-examine and personnel groupings. And so I think all in all, yes, I mean, they certainly didn't want to give up those kinds of numbers, and particularly in the second half like they did to Michigan State. But in the end, they're using it as what the coaches call a teachable moment, and something going forward with 4 games left and road games at Iowa at night and Ohio State ahead that Michigan's definitely going to use.